Hello, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a book talk on The Count of Monte Cristo, which I finished for March of the Mammoths. Yes, I realize it's no longer March, it's June. Yes, it took me that long to finish this book. I even have another March of the Mammoths book that I'm still working on. Probably won't be done until July or hopefully August. March of the Mammoths is a reading challenge that is hosted by Big Al Books, Lukash at Totally Pretentious, and Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse. And the only requirement is to attempt to read a book that's over 800 pages. The Count of Monte Cristo is a whopping, my version is 1,462 pages. Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas was published in 1844, and you may know Alexandre Dumas from other works such as The Three Musketeers, which is the book that I was more familiar with because of its movie adaptations. As you can see, this book is well loved. It was actually in pretty good shape when I started reading it, but the act of getting through all 1,400 pages has left my book in not the greatest shape. The cover is about to fall off, and it's feeling like it might fall apart soon. But that's how I know it is well loved, because it is. This is my new favorite classic and one of my favorite books. Now I'm going to go into what I loved about this book, and there might be some plot points discussed that are not right on the back of the book. Most of them are, but there might be some spoilers, but I feel like I need to get into what makes this book so amazing, and there might just be a spoiler or two, just so you know. So the Count of Monte Cristo follows our main character, Edmond Dantes, who is 19 years old, and his life is really going well. He's just been chosen to be the captain of the ship he's been working on, and he's about to marry the love of his life. Things are really looking up for him, but unfortunately there are some people that don't like the idea of him succeeding so much at such a young age. And there are 3 people that conspire against him. Danglers, who is a treasurer on the ship and doesn't like the fact that Edmund, got captain so early in his career. There's Catterall, who doesn't like how lucky this kid has been in his life. And there's Fernand Mondego, who is in love with Edmund's fiancée. So they conspire and plan to get Edmund arrested for treason, and he goes to prison, and what he goes through in prison is terrible. So many hardships for this young man who did nothing wrong, and in prison he meets a fellow prisoner named Abby Faria, and he is a very smart, intellectual priest who was arrested just for the way that he thinks, some views that he held. And he's been there for a very long time. Somehow these two get to know each other. Abby Faria has a lot to teach him. He is really smart and he's teaching him all these things. And since they're in prison, he has plenty of time to learn. He kind of makes prison bearable for a time. And they also come up with a plan for escape. I won't go into how the escape happens, but I will say that in the end, Edmund was in prison 14 years, and he's out when he's 33 years old, and he starts on this quest to infiltrate these bad guys' lives. One who has married his betrothed, the one he was supposed to marry. One that took over his job on the ship and has profited greatly from Edmund's expense. So, he comes up with his own plot that is definitely a long game type plot that takes many, many years. Why this book is so long, to weave together the perfect revenge against these people. And I won't tell you any more than that because the rest is just finding out all the little details and all the little things that perfectly come together in the end. That is what makes this book so incredible. There was plenty of schemes as well as moments of really great charity and opportunity for Edmund to show his true colors, that he's not a bad person who only thinks of revenge. You get to see he is a very, very good person, actually, but he was just not going to let those injustices slide. Hi, Freya. Hello, cutie. Whoa. So, if you want to know how Edmund Dantes is able to infiltrate these people's lives and totally dismantle them piece by piece, then give this book a read. If you're willing to put in 1,400 pages of time into this, it is totally worth it, and I don't think anyone would be disappointed. So that is my reading experience of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. Read it. If you like this video, you can hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.